Thanks for the sub, Sin. You absolute cutie. 3-month Twitch sub streak. Hi, everyone. I was actually gonna give it a few small minutes just so I could share the link, but I wanted to pop in and say hi to Sin before the object permanence of a fucking toddler kicks in. I forget. Let me just share the stream links. KK Cruising fucking bops. Have you guys seen my recent short with the twerking owie? Lots of people have let me know their thoughts about that. Have you guys also seen my recent YouTube video about the state of the UK? People have also very much so let me know their thoughts about that. I just have a slight touch of pissing people off this week, but it's kind of goes hard. Kind of goes hard. What am I doing? Oh, stream notifs. And let me pop up the stream chat so I can see both of them. Working owie, I won't ask. I mean, you can see. I'll put it on the screen in a second. People have let me know that they don't like it though. They say it's ugly, they say they're disturbed. I say it's haha funny because it's a butt. Hello. Hi. The lighting is really bad. Let me open like a really bright Chrome tab or something. Because I tried turning my my lights on, my actual like setup lights, and it just sort of it's just a bit too bright. Or is it like this feels kind of dark? It also gives me a weird shadow here, which I don't like. I only ever see when I'm streaming. I never see it when I look at myself in the mirror or anything else. YouTube in light mode. Oh, my retinas are about to be blasted out of my face. Like, no, no. As usual, it's so bright, bro. Like, I don't really care. Like, some things, like, I open them in light mode and I'm not bothered. YouTube in light mode, I feel like I've been blasted back 10 years. It doesn't feel right. Turn all the lights off and stream like Queso? Is that what he does? Seeing the sunset right now? No. No sun at all. Oh. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh, I was gonna pull up the much hated owie twerk. Does it count as an image? I guess it must, because it's a GIF. Are you ready? Let me find it. Did I call it twerk? No, I would have called it something else. Did I call it Taylor Swift or something? They're in... no, I was searched it by date modified rather than name. Oh, yes, yeah, it's a new folder. Sub for the UK Slider stage with a cute pixel cat. Thank you, Cohen. I've been fighting transphobes in the comments. I need to stop engaging with them because it's like talking to the densest brick wall. Because they'll just, like, people will just come in and just be, like, just give terrible takes with no context. And the one guy who did try and back up his argument, I said off the bat, I was like, look, it's a Friday. I'm not gonna fight with a bigot in my comments. Google is free. Educate yourself. And he gave a bunch of reasons. I was like, no, I'm not gonna fight with a small-minded man on my Friday evening. Face reveal? I'll show my face every now and again, Seed. I see you again, Seed. It's more engagement for me, it's true. I don't know if, like, my video's being shared amongst, like, bigots, or maybe they're, like, it's getting pushed to them and they're clicking on it and rage commenting. Hi, found your Oh, there was a noise I didn't expect. Hi, found your videos only yesterday and I love them. After having a bad week and beating myself up, hearing your Am I Too Old video really helped me mentally, so thank you. I'm so pleased, Rambro guy. I'm sorry you had a bad week. Hoping this week goes a bit better for you. You can't be talking about small-minded you grew a red rat twerking. I think it needs a big mind to do such a thing, cool. Being a trans ally in Eastern Europe sucks. Yeah, I bet. Comments are engagement, just delete the comment, and then you farm them twice as they go, why did you delete my comment? Yeah, the guy who was trying to fight me on it, who I was like adamant on like I was gonna go and delete his comment, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna delete it. But then before I could even have the chance, he went, deleting my comments won't make your points anymore right. I guess I'm not deleting your comment then, because now I've got to keep it there out of spite. Not because like, they're convinced that they're alright, and other people were coming in. Here's the thing, anyone who uses woke, lefty, or Gen Z as like an insult in their comment, I ain't taking you seriously, mate. I'm sorry. Howie, can I show you my boss impression? Oh dear. I guess so. But yes, also people weren't very happy about the twerking owie, but that's kind of funny. People either tell me they love it or they hate it. I've made the Marmite of owie animations. Yeah, so funny, like, they all flock together as well. It's like they come into my comments and they're like, where's the other right-winger? I need to find the other right-wingers. Where are they? Where are they? I don't know why they're like rats. Where's the cheese? Where's the cheese? Like, if I find each other and they like each other's comments, and there's this guy who was like using like woke as an insult. So someone else came up to him and was like, don't worry, brother. They couldn't handle how based you were. I'm like, am I on 4chan? Am I in the depths of Reddit? Where have you all come from? Does this seem like a transphobe safe place to you? Does this cat look like it's transphobe safe? Woke rat? No, but apparently I'm a woke rat. Apparently I'm woke and too lefty. And it's like, I've got like everything I said in that video. I had a source for. It's in my description. I'm not just here going buh, 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 propaganda, buh, 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 this. I've cited everything, and if I haven't cited it, it's my personal experience, because I can't cite the Tesco man who said he was a racialist. I can't time travel back in time and like take a screenshot of the moment. I wish my bottom could move it like that. Me too, silly. Do you want to know how I animated it? I literally the first thing I did was like I did the circles and then I walked around them. Woke is not that much of an insult. You have to back it up with a harsher language to make it a slur. Woke, anyone who's like unironically using woke is just gonna have a bad point, because it's gonna be people who think woke is bad. So like, that's why it's like a joke between like people like Gen Zs and stuff. Like, they took away boy kissing because of woke. Like, it's just like, you know, it's just dumb. But to anyone who's using woke as an actual insult, that's because they think it's a bad thing. And it's like, God forbid, it's woke to have it's woke to have human rights. Fellas, is it woke to have human rights? Fellas, is it gay to have human rights? I'm just yapping about right-wingers in my comments. But you know, like as I said in that video, we're gonna get on a ferry. We're gonna buy a ferry and we're gonna fuck off, and we're gonna see all the transphobes on the pier. That's not a pier. Where do boats depart from? I guess a pier. A dock? Yeah. And we'll just be like, and it'll be fine. Harbour. That's probably better colour. Yeah. Colour. I haven't called you colour in forever. Chew. Yes. I'm not sure what woke means beside I woke up with a bloody headache and eye bags. What does woke actually come from? Like, because woke... I know what woke means, but I can't, like, tell you what the origins of the word woke are. No, I'm not talking about deporting transphobes. I'm saying that us, like, me and my subscribers and my Twitch followers and all of us, we're going to get on a big ferry, we're going to deport ourselves. Like, we're going to live on a big cruise ship. There's going to be like over 100,000 people on this cruise ship. The logistics of that, don't ask me about it. I know that doesn't work. We'll have to like connect multiple of them together. with some. Not, we're not going to Malta, Ted. We're not going to Malta. Malta is the only country in Europe that has bad abortion rights. We're not going to go to Malta. We're going to go to the middle of fucking nowhere. No, that's not true. We'll go somewhere close enough to land just in case. But we'll use solar power to power everything, and we'll grow plants and crops and stuff. And like, I can make some bread. I just need to figure out how to mill some wheat. But like, I'll figure out something. I need to change the page I'm looking at because I've got the most insane YouTube homepage. I've got a Family Guy clip. I've got a Family Guy clip thumbnail of fucking what's his name? What's the teenage son's name from Family Guy? You want to say Brian, it's not fucking Brian. I need to stop swearing. But he is like on a strip pole. And I need to stop looking at it. Stop Brian!
Teenager.
No, Brian's a dog.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Stewie? No, Stewie.
Not Stewie, Chris.
Chris, that's it.
Yeah. She thought she was helping. My mother thought she was helping. It's tame. It's just I'm like looking around while I'm talking and I'm just staring at fucking naked Chris pole dancing. I need to like refresh my homepage. It's not gonna be much better probably. No, there's another terrible Family Guy clip. I watched one Family Guy clip that's recommended and now I'm getting all these terrible... I need to have something else instead. I'll open up Google Images. Malta looks pretty though, it does. Malta does look pretty. Recommendations are based off of past watch history. It is. My problem is I click on them and I watch them because I have the... Why is it looks like it's censoring my beverage. It's just ice at this point. I hope you have an amazing day and a cool stream. Thank you, Silvers. I've got a cup of tea here. Oh, I think I've left it too long. It's cold. I've got peppermint tea. Bum, bum, bum. Am I brain rot maxing? I kind of am. I made a, for like a week now, I've had this Stardew Valley TikTok idea in my head, and I'm like, well, I can't make it and put it on the Owie accounts because it's kind of separate to the Owie stuff. So I've made a TikTok and an Instagram alt. If you aren't following my YouTube one, I've got a YouTube alt as well, but I haven't posted on there in a while. So I could upload my Stardew Valley Sebastian 100 Gex meme that I've been thinking of for a week. I was like, fuck, I need to make it because it's living in my head. But if you my dad has made a weird noise, sorry. If you want to follow my spam account on either TikTok or Instagram, it's owiebrainhurts 2. Why don't I get at Owie on YouTube, by the way? I mean, I probably could. But I don't know, I hadn't really thought about it. I mean, the thing is, I'm not the only Owie, right? There's some kids' maths channel that's called Owie as well. But yeah, I'm Owie Brainhurts 2. I'm either Owie Brainhurts or Owie Brainhurts 2 on all platforms, except for fucking Minecraft, because some kid took Owie Brainhurts. Before I was even at like 40,000 subscribers, Owie Brainhurts was yoinked. Taken from my grasp. I went to go and change my name and I was 3 days late or something. Some kid had taken it. What do you use to animate and how long have I been animating? I use a combination of Ace Sprite and Premiere Pro. I sometimes use After Effects if I'm rotoscoping my hands or something. Sometimes I'll rotoscope like footage I've taken. How long have I been animating? On and off a long time. Like, I'd like use Flipnote as a kid and stuff like that. I've never formally been taught how to animate. And only sort of only time I've regularly animated has been the Owie stuff. But like on and off I've picked it up as like a very casual hobby with like Flipnote or something very non-serious. Done a bit of like 3D stuff at school. Fifth, Owie Brainhurts 2 TikTok follower. Thank you, Sin. Owie is currently being used by Zero sub channel. Ooh. Who the fuck is that? That Owie. Who are they? Oh, they're older than me. It's okay. I was gonna be angry for a moment. I was like, maybe they took it from me. No, the thing is I'm not the only Owie. If you look up Owie, there's an Owie TV who does counting videos for kids, which is interesting to me because they seem to be doing really well doing it. They have nearly 150,000 subscribers, but they do Minecraft videos counting by the most odd numbers. Like counting by 110s, counting by 108s. I've never in my life needed to count by 108s, but some kids out there are eating this up. Like, I thought that was a very niche amount of kids. Like, that's like a flavour of autism, right? But no, they're getting, like, regularly getting a lot of views. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I wish I could count by 108. Well, you gotta go and watch Owie TV's video then, apparently. You got banned for sending your bot impression? Why is there a cat working? Why not? Why shouldn't there be? Is a question, I think. Google Docs stream when? What would we do on Google Docs? Like, I feel it would be fun for about 3 minutes, and then it would just, like, crash and be annoying or something. Someone will copy and paste something huge and the whole thing would die. Invite everyone on it? I could, but I think it would just break. What if I wrote about Owie in my English GCSE? How, like... I know that's probably like a joke with no back thought to it, but I have no idea how you'd be able to work me into your GCSE legitimately. Host a Kahoot? You have to pay. You have to pay to be able to host a Kahoot bigger than a certain size. Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about the fact that the impressions could be auto removed. Auto banned. I have an old account. There isn't a limit. There is a limit nowadays. I tried it when I did my 100k stream. And hilariously, Laz, some of you here will probably watch Laz on Twitch, he did a whole, like, massive Kahoot event stream, like, rented a room, like, dressed up as a teacher. Really cool setup. Went to open Kahoot, didn't realise you had to pay. Because, like, back when Kahoot first came out and it was being used in schools, you know, you didn't have to pay. So, like, I was surprised that you can, like, host for, like, 5 people, but there's a few more than 5 people here. Just dropping in to say I love your videos. I wish I was as talented as you. That's very sweet, Jacket Potato. Thank you very much. Scam in bio. What's that in the bottom left? It's from my new TikTok / Instagram reel. I couldn't post it on YouTube because, well, I probably physically could, but the thing is it's based off of a Taylor Swift song, and unlike TikTok and Instagram, you can't specifically select a song when you're uploading a video, so, like, I would have just got, like, a copyright violation, which I think I would have been able to do, and like not get a copyright strike, but I don't like the notifications it gives me going, you can't monetize this, and I'm like, I know I can't. It makes me nervous I'm gonna get flagged or something. Time to make bootleg Kahoot. I think that exists, Shu. I think it exists. Someone told me it's like called like Blookit or something, but I don't know if you have to pay for that as well. Chili stream. Did I write chili? I'm assuming that's just a misread. Blookit. There are so many bootleg Kahoots. Not quite the same. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would just be like sued or something if it was the same. Oh yeah, because it says chill in the thumbnail, huh? Significantly more luck-based. Do I listen to music in other languages? I do listen to a bit of Vocaloid. I have some Vocaloid songs I really like. I had a sort of Vocaloid phase when I was about 11, and the best songs, like my favourite songs from back then, are on my playlist still, and I still love them. Same with some other J-pop songs as well, not just Vocaloid. Like I have quite a soft spot for music that's like very slightly electronic sounding. So, well, a friend of mine introduced me last week to an 100 Gex album, and I'd never listened to 100 Gex, and I was like, ooh, I like this, because it has this sort of, not like it, like in the same way that Vocaloid does. Well, Vocaloid obviously is entirely electronically made, but some of the 100 Gex stuff was very lightly sort of auto-tuned, and well, I don't know if that's what you'd call it. I guess you would. I wonder, that's my lip balm. That's my lip balm. Guess I will just have to suck it up and be dry in the mouth. But yeah, I'm now an 100 Gex enjoyer, which I wouldn't have expected. But yeah, my friend played it in the car, and I was like, ooh, and that's what I made. That's why I made the spam accounts on Instagram and TikTok, because I made a meme with Frog on the Floor for Sebastian from Stardew, which is like the most. It's been living rent free in my head for a week. I heard frog on the floor. My brain goes, that's Sebastian from Stardew. I need to make a TikTok out of it. I can't upload it onto Owie because that's like too off-brand. Time to make a spam account and be feral. 100 Gex is hit or miss. I think that makes sense. There's some songs I like more than others. Some of them, like, it depends if you like a bit of silly, a bit of silly, funny, you know. Or if you want, because like some of the songs you can't tell it's meant, you know, it's not silly. Other ones it's like Frog on the Floor, like title of the song, Frog on the Floor, and it's, you know, got frog noises and about a frog. Yeah, some of them are silly, other ones are more sort of normal sounding. What is my favourite Vocaloid? Mine is V-Flower. I've never heard of V-Flower. I only sort of know the what you'd probably call the classics, like Miku, Luca, Ren Andalen, Gumi. I don't really have a favourite. I sort of the thing is as well is that with the voice banks and like the characters for the voice banks, some of them will sound slightly different to other ones. There'll be multiple voice banks for the same character. I know I like quite a few Rin songs. I don't really have a favourite. I don't think. I remembered your most recent video, and yes, you are in hell. Which what? The UK one or the twerking one? I've got a salt lamp and a lava lamp thing on. I've blurred it because I've got a pile of clothes behind me that I've been really needing to put away, but haven't quite found the strength. Rain or rain? Games or games? I'm not an outlined red cat in real life, I know. This is something that people often have thoughts about. Beep, boo. It feels so me. It's really bad. It's like clean washing, but like the top there, that's like folded up bedding. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. As a trans person, I can confirm living in the UK is a very validating experience. Oh, you see what? As in you like it? You like it here? Or because someone was trying to tell me in my comments earlier that the UK was the best place to be if you're trans, and I was like, no, it's not. Give me a source, and they're like, I don't need a source. It's just the best place. No. No. And eventually I looked it up, and like I found there's a map of countries in Europe, and it sorts them by how accepting they are for LGBTQ people on various levels. And if you sorted it by gender recognition, like easily, like France, Spain, Portugal, Greece, loads of these countries were better for trans people than the UK. was like, you can't just say the UK is the best because you think it is, and then keep on saying it's the best. It's not how that works. Is there really a best place to be trans? I can tell you one thing, I just know it's not the UK. The problem is that it's ultimately there is no entirely safe place for any minority group, because there's always going to be people that fuck it up for the rest of us. You know, I'm not trans, but you know, you might not realize how common it is, but discrimination against women is still very real. It's not necessarily obvious, but it trickles into so many systems and into so many thought processes. You become sort of used to it, unfortunately. Rishi calls it common sense to deny us. Rishi Sunak says that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. And even if you put trans people aside, that is just factually incorrect. Man has never seen an intersex person in his life. Man clearly has never met a transgender person in his life. Do people think that trans people are doing it for fun? I don't get it. Why is this? Why? Why are trans people demonized so much? It's like, I really think people think it's a choice. And I really also think that most transphobes have never met a trans person. Like, if you'd met a trans person, you'd realise that, you know, they're not a fucking threat. It pisses me off. It would kill no one to open their mind a bit and consider that maybe not demonizing a whole group of people based on something you read on Twitter once is probably... Boom. Boom, boom, boom. The Olympics are full of politics. Do you think so? I don't really follow the Olympics. Yeah, it's like a gross generalization. It's ugh. Grr. Sorry for ranting. It's just I've been checking comments and so many people have been flooding in and I'm the Olympics in terms of trans people, of course. Did Eurovision happen yet? I didn't hear anything about Eurovision. I thought it was this week, like a few weeks ago. Oh no, it's not. It's in a few weeks. See, that's going to be a weird one as well. Chinese Taipei. I don't know enough about that at all. Oh, the Olympics. Oh yeah, because there's like two definitions of China, huh? Eurovision 2024 has so many good songs. I haven't been following it at all. Israel is in Eurovision. Which I understand, like, one of the, the ideals of Eurovision is that it's non-political, but the thing is that they didn't let Russia in when, Russia declared war against Ukraine. And now, but they are letting Israel in. So... When's the World Cup? That's not this year, is it? Wait. No. World Cup isn't until 2026, right? I keep on forgetting the Olympics are happening this year. I think COVID, like, messed it up for me. This year's the Euro. Oh, of course, it's the Euros. One of my friends is working for the Euros in, you know, in the sort of filming category. Opinions on birds? Birds are kind of cool. I mean, like, I'm not sitting here going like, ooh, I'm so excited for these things. I'll watch the Olympics opening ceremony and be like, oh, that's cool. Watch the closing ceremony and be like, oh, that's cool. If it's on TV, I'm like, oh, cool. But I'm not like sitting there like, ooh, I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be so cool. The organization for the Olympics is hell. I saw something about the swimming pool being like however many million US dollars or whatever, and then it leaking. I don't know. Ugh. Opinions on anti-furries? It's just... I don't see the point on hating on something which isn't inherently bad. I feel like some people don't understand that. There is sometimes, you know, a loud minority. Well, there's a loud minority to any group. If someone thinks all furries are bad, that doesn't seem fair, does it? In every group of people, there will be a minority of them of which make the rest of them seem bad. And I think that's why people hate furries, is because they've heard about a few bad furries and have gone, oh, they all must all be bad and crazy then. It's like, no. No. I ain't yucking someone's yum, you know? I ain't yucking someone's yum. If they're not hurting anybody, who am I to stop them? I got called a zoo? That would insinuate there's lots of you. I'm British. I am British. A lot of people think that I'm Australian, interestingly. Furries are seen as a fetish. They're not synonymous. There are people who might engage with it in that way, but not every furry would do that by miles. For most people, it's just, you know, it doesn't inherently make it bad. I don't come from a land down under, believe it or not. Trans furry, autism, computering, Venn diagram have a large overlap. Yeah, they're just all the same thing. I mean, if you put, like, trans autism together, that's a huge computing Venn diagram in and of itself. Adding those extra things in is like... reminds me of my anti-furry phase. I feel like we're all victim to something like that. A thought process which we later on went, why are we hating on this thing? We have no good reason to hate on this thing. You know? Hating is so boring. Hating is so boring. Go love things. Go be accepting of people. Isn't that so much better? Most of the furries I know are ace. Interesting. I don't know. I know a few furries. I don't know. I don't think any of them are ace. But that's funny based on the idea that it's a, you know, a sexual thing. Like, there's, you know, there are people that are the complete opposite. Because again, it's like a spectrum of people. It's so many facets to so many things. Did I watch Top Gear during its prime? You know what, I did. Not intentionally, but my dad would watch it, and so I'd like sit down and I'd watch it with him. Having some lunch or something. Favorite character in Stardew Valley? I don't have a favorite. I don't think I have like one specific favorite. I have a soft spot for a lot of them. I like Emily. I think Emily is quite, like... I don't know. I want to say autism coded, but she's not at the same time. I think what I like about Emily is that she is outwardly different and quirky, and I like that. Compared to everyone else, she's different. But so lovely at the same time. Schools ruin the aspects of respecting people when it comes to pride and genders because they make it a forced thing. What do you mean it was forced? Emily's parrot and dance makes me happy. It makes me happy that she feels she is comfortable comfortable in herself to be able to be like, hey person I don't know very well, here's a dance I've been choreographing with the bird I rescued. Like, that's cute. If someone in real life did that in front of me, I'd be like, wow. They trust me. They think I'm a good human. They think I'm not gonna laugh. That's awesome. You know? What's on the new Taylor Swift album? I like it. I find it's 31 songs long, right? So because of that, in parts it does feel quite repetitive and sleepy. But there are some very good songs on that album. Curries are a great group of people. People who hate are honestly miserable. I think something getting harassed physically while doing quads. I don't know who that is, but that's horrible that they got physically harassed. Your school banned the word gay. That is peculiar. That is really weird. The clip I used for the twerking TikTok is a large part of why it's stuck in my brain. I'm pleased I could have such an impact on YouTube. Yeah. That's a banger though, that song. That's a real, like, I'm fucking sad, let's bop. And obviously it's, you know, it's but the thing is with Taylor Swift is that everything she writes about her life, while it's so specific to her life, people find a way to feel it in theirs as well. And I'm sure, like, everyone, well, most people have had an instance where they've been so sad or something terrible has happened, and yet they've had to keep going. And it's cool that there's a song for that, you know? But, you know, a lot of the Taylor Swift songs, especially in this album, because she's talked about, you know, she's been with, well, a lot of the songs insinuate a forbidden love. Not necessarily a forbidden love, but a love that is frowned upon. And a lot of what she's saying about this and her frustration as to how, you know, people are upset at her for this. It's people who are gay or have otherwise been brought up, you know, or like not necessarily all gay people would have been brought up with bigoted views, but like there are people who grew up gay but were told that was bad, and you know, people like that were resonating with the Taylor Swift songs and going, oh, that's how I felt. Even though, you know, that's not what Taylor was writing about, but it's cool that despite it being specific to her life, it's still so widely applicable. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. She keeps on using her jet like a car. That is actually misinformation. The article that posted the numbers saying that she was the biggest jet, you know, giving the most jet emissions, not only was an incorrect source, but her jet is not used by just her. It was sold, which is why, thought to be why her team was threatening to sue the person who was reporting on the travel, because it's the plane isn't used by her anymore. They were probably just legally trying to cover their backs for the person who bought it off her. An interesting argument with the, you know, the interesting thing about the Taylor Swift jet argument is that there are a lot of rich white men who do a lot more than her, and yet people attack her. You know, it's there's a root. It feels that the fact that it's become such a big thing feels rooted in what, if you dug down enough, probably is misogynistic. Banning the word gay doesn't actually address the people which are inherently homophobic, and they'll just find a different word. It might even provoke them and make things worse. I would agree. It's not a bad word. What a silly thing to ban. Less a question and more so your comfy as a person. Thank you so much, Nadras. That's very sweet. Someone's school wanted to ban the word gay, or did ban the word gay. Weird. Explain the Norway hype. Just a lot of Norwegians in the Discord. Lots of Norwegian people in the owiebrainhurts Discord. Lesbian Visibility Week? Let's go. Where are the lesbians? I cannot see any right now. Are they visible? Thank you, Owie, for giving me the energy to get my homework done. Awesome! Thank you, The Unexplained. I'm part of the Norway hype, but I'm not even Norwegian. Norway seems pretty cool. Lesbians are only visible for 1 week. Well, you know, there's only so much visibility potion to go around. But Your teeth are scheduled to be boiled. Huh? She takes the energy to get my homework done away from me. I'm taking it from this person and adding it to the next person. It's a transfer. It's fucking entropy. That's what entropy is, isn't it? I think that's what entropy is. Trans people are transparent outside of Trans Visibility Week. Yeah, that's what it means. It means transparent. Bottom left corner is from my recent Instagram reel / TikTok. You'd be a good YouTuber for doing what you love. If you love playing games and record your games and upload it as a VOD. Oh, that's because someone said what makes you a good YouTuber. Yeah. Passion goes a long way, I'd say. Do I need help? No, I'm fine. Thank you. Threatening to fail GCSEs is not even in their control. It's examined externally. Weird. Some teachers have such a power dynamic issue. Feels like they just love the idea of powering over you rather than actually teaching you. Not all of them, but some of them. What should I add to my pond? Or what, in Minecraft? We should have renamed cisgender to opaque gender. Oh, there was water sounds playing. I had, wait, can I show you? If I turn this off, there was sounds from that still playing. I didn't realise. I'm sorry about that. Is having a fascination of British culture weird since it's not that exotic for me? What, as in, do you have a fascination with British culture, or are you suggesting other people do? I think a lot of people are fascinated by other cultures. I think the funny thing is, for the people living there, it's like, why are you fascinated with this culture? What is so interesting? I can see how British culture is interesting from an outside view. Not like, I can't, you know, living here, I know it's not necessarily ideal, but I can see how it's fascinating. Must be in pain. Fascination with Slavic culture. Interesting. What is British culture? I mean, you could boil that down to things like public transport and like the tube, the underground train system. I think that's kind of cool. There's various food things which you don't get abroad. You know, I mean, obviously the obvious answer is things like fish and chips, but things like, you know, crumpets and scones and hot cross buns and you know, there's like various things which, and you know, I don't know, I could probably think of more off the top of my head, but eating Sunday roast, yes, that's a good one. Cultural fusion, lots of cultural fusion. That was something that someone was yapping about. Since when was multiculturalism good? A man has not eaten the ramen I've eaten. I've had some amazing ramen in the UK because people who were Japanese cared enough to make somewhere amazing and authentic here. What an awesome thing that is. Isn't that cool? Like, I don't live in Brighton, but I visit Brighton a lot, and like, it has one of the highest Japanese populations in the whole of the UK. And that's fucking awesome, because it means I can eat the food. Have I tried Baltic ramen? It hurts. I like how it tastes, but it hurts. I can't do it. Base multiculturalism, we all win. Yeah, exactly. And, oh, I don't know. People just want to, like, just open your mind. Open it. If you think it's bad, open it. I have not once in my life gone, I hate this. Like, I've never done that. I'm just like, oh, cool. A restaurant run by people who didn't originally live here. I can eat different food. Awesome. I can buy something that was originally in Poland. Dope. That's great. This sounds like I'm being sarcastic. I really am not. I love walking, because I'm autistic, right? There's a lot of foods I don't eat because of the texture, but when I see a lineup of beverages where I can't read the labels, I'm like, You're coming home with me because I'll probably like them. And this, I don't know where it's from. I don't know if it's Turkish or Polish, but there's a shop near me that sells imported European food and drink and stuff, and they sell these little glass bottles, and it's like a mandarin flavor soda, and it's so good. And I don't know what language it's in. I'm pretty sure it's Polish or Turkish, but all I know is that it cost me like 60p for a little bottle, and it's great. Awesome. I couldn't buy that anywhere else. I couldn't buy that in a British supermarket. I gotta go to the international one. Awesome. I ain't complaining. Is this stream goated with the sauce? You tell me. I saw a comment about Brighton. I'm here in Brighton for uni. It's so good. Brighton is very expensive to live in, unfortunately, but Brighton is brilliant. Cameron Platt, if you haven't left, please, I am asking you. This is for your own good. You need to go to Goman Ramen. I don't know if they still they used to have a branch down by the pin near the I-360. I don't know if it's still there as well as their new one or if they moved, but the new one is on the lanes. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's incredible. Whenever I go, I try and turn up right as it opens because it does fill up quickly because it's so good. You know? Oh. Timbuk. You know what? That might be it. Oh, it's not Timbuk. I've seen the place I buy from has this Timbuk stuff though. I'm gonna look up Polish Mandarin drink. I've been best food I've ever eaten. Someone who's experienced it. I have yapped about this ramen so many times on stream because I love it so much. Anyone who's been following me for a long time and like regularly pops into the streams, they know what I'm on about because I love it. Someone else has been there in my chat. I have backup. Reincarnation, are you still here? Reincarnation asks me about the ramen every now and again. Kind of expensive though. Yeah, I mean it's like 12 or 13 pounds for a bowl, but it is like liquid gold. It's so good. My favourite grocery store was divided into giant sections based on culture. Can just walk and get every snack you want. That's awesome. That's awesome. That should be more common. Do I get paid for the ads on streams and videos? I do. I do. That's how I get most of my income. Love your vids. Thank you, Enger. Thank you, Deadly Sloth. I've got some compliments going. Why are circles round? Why tuber? Is that meant to be like... You trying to say YouTuber, or is it like a a Polish drink I need to Google? You know, it's an owie stream when ramen gets mentioned. Someone in my chat has been to the place, like my favourite ramen place. How awesome is that? Oh, it's so good. It's Turkish. Oh, what the I was trying to find the mandarin drink I was talking about. It wasn't the one someone said earlier. Oh, I found it. It's called Sarikis. Sarikis. S-A-R-I-K-I-Z. Seems to be Turkish. I think that's the one I get anyway. Are we able to bring up politics? Yeah, I've been yapping about politics today. It's generally a rule that we don't talk about on Discord and stuff because it easily turns into fights. But oops. Sakuras. That's how you spell what the mandarin drink. The mandarin soda. Oh, so good. I play RimWorld? I do. I love RimWorld. Who was my first sim and did I kill them? Yeah, I accidentally killed one of the first sims I made. I talked about it in my Sims video. I was about 7 and I accidentally burned them down in a fire and I actually cried. Water with a little flavour. It's not a little flavour. It's bright orange. I know it's probably from food colouring, but it's like a pretty strong flavour. I'm pretty sure that's the one I get anyway. Yeah, it is this one because they do other colours as well. Yeah, I recognise them. Yeah. Ugh, I've just looked up the name of the brand and I've seen a picture of a spider instead. Rainwell stream. Ugh. The people would like that. How is food in the UK? I like it. I like food in the UK. We were talking earlier about multiculturalism. And, you know, how in the UK there's a lot of people who've come from different places and they bring their awesome food recipes with them. I pronounce scone like scone, personally. 14 seems excessive. I only did 11. Oh, GCSEs. 14 GCSEs nowadays is insane. I have 14 GCSEs, and that was before they changed them. Most people only sort of do like 10, 9, 10 nowadays, right? That right? Do you guys have Mexican food over here? We do. It's not as common as obviously in America is because we're not neighboring Mexico. But I just want a good place I can get birria tacos. I don't see birria on the menus very much, but it seems to be a big thing in America. You're doing 10? Yeah, I think that's more normal, right? I have 14, but one of them I did in year 9, and one of them I did after school because it was a GCSE equivalent. It's like it's a imperial dance qualification, but it's a GCSE level certificate. Correct pronunciation based. Street food places tend to be tacos nowadays. Really, I love them. I haven't seen. There's a place near me that doesn't, but they're kind of irregularly open and shut. So, you know, it's a bit annoying. A lot of places when I've tried to find them in Brighton, for example, can't find them very easily. London has some places. I tried to make my own once and I fucked it up. They were way too spicy. Maths and numeracy? What's the difference? Do we have Turkish food in the UK? Yes. Lots of Turkish food. Have you ever found a Mr. Whippy for 99p? Back in my day, they were about that much. And now they're really expensive. When I used to go to the ice cream van outside of school, it would be like 70p for an ice lolly and like 99p or a pound for an ice cream. I liked ice lollies a lot. I was a nice lolly girly. I liked ice cream too, but I think most kids would probably have ice cream. What the Sigma? That's what I'm saying. Inflation, baby. 2007, times were different. Oh, I'd love a ice cream. The ice cream van lollies hit different. They were like syrupy in a different way. And I think it was like a banana one or something. That was really good. I remember a kid judging me because I ordered a cider one. Like, obviously there's no alcohol in it because it's an ice cream van selling ice lollies. And also, like, I don't think it would freeze if I had alcohol in it. But, so basically it's like something like an apple lolly. And I ordered one and the kid behind me went, ugh! As he heard me order it. I got a lot of cola ice lollies. A lot of orange ice lollies. Occasionally got a bubblegum one. Should have invested 20k instead of being a toddler. For real. For real. You know, when 2008, what was I doing? I was being 8. I was playing with my Barbies. Should have invested while the housing market was crashing. While they had a fucking recession. I should have done something about it. But instead, my ass had no idea. I was on Barbie World. The Barbie Virtual World, whatever it was called. And chilling out, playing The Sims. Macapaka99, hello. You were born in 2008? Damn it. You kids, you. Barbie Horse Adventures 2. I think I had one of those games, but I don't remember that by name. Bum, bum, bum. You should have invested in Bitcoin. Could have lived in Dubai. Get your game up 2000s. You know what's funny is I remember my form tutor. If you don't know what a form tutor is, it's like a homeroom teacher. It's like every morning at registration we would gather. We would like go into our form groups. We'd like get the register done, and then we'd go off to our classes. My form tutor, I remember him talking about Bitcoin in 2013, which is before it blew up. I remember him saying that, you know, he'd like read about it and it was like the way it was like mined and stuff, and it was like, huh, okay. And then it blew up. I should have googled what he said and invested. Because like hold on, let me look it up. Bitcoin. Aside from like the various issues of Bitcoin and its economic and variability and like environmental impact, Bitcoin in 2013 opened. Wait, Bitcoin price history by Forbes. I want a graph. I don't want to read. Graph. Can I have a graph? In 2013... Wait, I'm confused. It said it says began at $13, $123 in October. It slumped massively in 2014, 2015, and then it shot up to multiple tens of thousands. If only I would listen to that man and had money, which I didn't have. Yeah. One of my IRL friends bought Bitcoin in 2014 but lost the wallet. Dude, that's insane. Bing, bing, bing. What's my opinion on Rainworld and other indie games? I've never played Rainworld, but people really want me to. Because neuron activation. Savings account minus 1,486,124. Is it possible to get good Chinese food in the UK, particularly chicken rice? Here's the thing. I don't know enough about Chinese food. We have Chinese takeout. I don't know how authentic it is. I'd imagine it's not very authentic. What I will say is that it's fucking delicious. But it's like I don't know what's authentic, to be honest. A lot of Chinese takeout places, or like any sort of like international food takeout places or restaurants, they're often owned by people from that culture, but I think they change it because white people, which is understandable because I've got one of my friends, she grew up in India and she said that, you know, she's cooked for her white friends before and thought it wasn't going to be spicy, and they were like, oh, it's hot. And she didn't even think they were gonna find it spicy. So like I imagine tastes have been changed and adapted. They serve fries in UK Chinese places, yeah. Oftentimes. I mean, it's like a very small part of the menu. Like you have like you'll get like a 3-page fold out leaflet, double-sided, and there's like maybe 100 options, and at like the back page at the bottom it'll be like you can get chips, you can get like a steak, and you can get like some chicken nuggets or something like random, which I assume is like, well, partially because, you know, white people be liking bland stuff sometimes, but also like it's good for kids and stuff. We very rarely ever bought fries or chips from Chinese places. We have once in a while, but they're not very good. They often tend to be sort of soggy. My nan would find salt spicy. Yeah, that's what they're catering for, I think. China is too big to have a single style. That is very true. That is very true. Yeah, there's loads of different regions with China. And like some of the dishes are named after different regions. Like you get like Szechuan pork. I'm assuming Szechuan is a place, like based on something rather than like a style of cooking. You get like Singapore noodles. You get I'm not remembering anything off the top of my head, but like they like some of the dishes are named after different places and presumably based on that culture or what is typical there, but can't tell you. I don't know enough about China. Reincarnation, were you here? That someone in my chat has been to this, lives in Brighton and has been to the same ramen place I like. I had a moment of connection. They know what I'm on about. I've been verified and validated. Cantonese, sweet and sour. Ooh, yes, Cantonese is brought up a lot actually in the menus. Salt is the best. I literally put it on everything I eat. That makes sense. MSG is good. Some of the authentic Chinese food is wild, or like things like well, I think like chicken feet and stuff like that are typically like in some Chinese food. I follow I think her name's Yuyan. She's from Vietnam and is Vietnamese, but now lives in Germany, and she makes videos about the culture differences. And I'm sure that food is delicious, but I can't help but look at it and be like, that looks terrible. But because I don't like fish. I think that rules out a lot of my options. And I'm sure that food to many people is delicious, but I can't imagine myself eating anything that she makes. It's just I don't like fish. People who love fish seem to be having the best time. I know many friends, Chew in my Twitch chat being one of them, who have been like gone to a really fancy fish restaurant and just raved about it, had incredible food, and I'm like, I'm so pleased for you, and I will never relate, but I am pleased for you. It's people who like fish like fish. $300 sushi is amazing. The low quality stuff can really miss. That makes sense, yeah. Henry went to a fish place in America recently, and they said it was incredible. Fancy and expensive and incredible. And my cousin Holly went to one once, and she said it was amazing. I've never heard of anyone having a bad experience with fish when it's expensive. I don't eat fish at all. It doesn't appeal to me at all. Maybe if it was $300, it would be like hard for me to not like it, but I don't know. Yeah. There's fish in beans. Here's something I can't get my head around as someone who doesn't like fish. Fish tacos. That sounds terrible. That doesn't sound good. I like fish, but only in specific things / ways. Yeah, my mum only eats cod, like in fish and chips. And nothing else. I know, like a lot of people, you know, like Alex, my partner, he always likes getting calamari when we go out to eat, and I've got a lot of friends who they love calamari. Don't get it. This fish was caught yesterday off the coast of Norway, and for the record, Chew is in the US. Yeah, that is insane, and that's why it's so expensive, I suppose. Fish tacos, if it's like a battered or breaded fish, is so good. That makes more sense, because I guess the flavour is more neutral. I don't know. I guess like if you could switch it up. Like I'm imagining switching it out with like breaded chicken and then enjoying it. Cheap fish can hit really hard. It's a gamble. 33% probably bad, 33% probably really good, and 33% good, but you get food poisoning. Yeah, I don't know how people aren't scared when they get like sushi off the shelf somewhere. Like I went to there's a chain of Japanese inspired, I don't know how authentic it is, food called Kokoro in the UK. And my cousins and I went a few weeks ago, and both my cousins, they got like pre-made sushi, and I've heard some people talk about like gas station sushi and stuff like that, and saying that, you know, they get food poisoning. I don't know the difference. And also we both got gyozas. Both Holly and I got gyozas. I got chicken ones and she got prawn or shrimp ones, whatever. And they heated them up for us, but they didn't heat them all the properly, and I don't know enough, but I wasn't going to risk it, so I asked them to heat it up a little bit more, because I'm pretty sure if you're reheating meat, you need to heat it all the way through, even if it's been cooked already. And they kind of made it warm, and I was like, I ain't fucking with that. I mean, it probably wouldn't have hurt me, but I wasn't going to risk it. And you know, same with fish. I don't know, eating meat which has been stored at questionable temperatures. It's always a bit of a fun game. I love Kokoro. I go there way too much. There's a Kokoro 5 minutes away from me. Very nice sushi. Gyoza is amazing. I love chicken gyoza. I love gyoza. I love gyoza with chili crisp and like a dipping sauce. Yeah, Kokoro is really good. The chicken katsu is very good. That's what I tend to have when I go there. When I went there last, I had some chicken. I wasn't very hungry, so I had some chicken gyoza. Like you get like a pack of 6 or something with a little dipping sauce. And I had, you can get just like the katsu chicken without the sauce as like a side. I was like, this will do. Because like they give you big portions there. If you like a normal size portion, that is a meal. I don't know how people eat the large ones. I've shared the large ones in the past. Kokoro is great. I buy the Costco sized bag of frozen gyoza, always good snacks. How many gyoza would you say are in the Costco bags? I've been getting, you can get bags of about 12 here. What I want to do is I want to buy, because if you look up how to make gyoza yourself, generally it's recommended you buy the gyoza paper so that you can just like make the mix and put it in the paper and like, but the nearest place that sells it to me is, I don't drive, and it's like a good 30, 40, 50 minute bus ride, and it's frozen. So I'd have to go home and make it immediately, which isn't like too big of a deal. I just haven't prepared to do that yet. Because I think it's, you know, it's considerably cheaper to make it yourself. I'd like to mass make some and then freeze it. Because it's like £4 for a bag of 12. Which isn't bad compared to when you're buying them in a restaurant or something, but still quite spenny, all things considered. You got some papers in the freezer too. I want to try it. I want to try making my own. And like, you know, they're kind of hit and miss gyozas. Sometimes they have too big of a chunk of vegetable or something, and I want them small vegetable. I'd love to just not drive places. Sounds like the dream. I do. That's one of the things I like a lot about the UK. It doesn't always work out. There's some places where it despite, you know, you could get there in like half an hour by car, but it takes you 3 hours by bus for some reason. But a lot of the time it works out really nicely. 50 to 60 gyoza for $15. Oh, that's great. That's awesome, dude. I would buy that in a heartbeat. I guess it's Costco, isn't it? I mean, they might even have that here. I just don't have a Costco near me. Owiebrainhurts is technically incorrect because the brain doesn't have any pain fibers. That makes sense. That is true. It is more of a metaphorical. My brain doesn't do the thing it's meant to do, which is work without making me feel things. I should have just said mental illness. That would have been way easier. It's very fun. You can customize the filling to what you like when you make them yourself. Yeah, that's what I want to do when I cut up things very small. What about headaches? I mean, that's not the brain itself hurting. Found your channel a couple of days ago, and as a fellow autistic Brit, I love the complaining. Thank you. I'm glad you could relate. I guess Owie head hurts would be more relatable. You know, I'm like joking about the neurodivergence, the mental illness, you know. I can't believe I'm saying that while there's a twerk next to me. Of course I love watching this in VR. You're watching this in VR? Fucked up. See ya, Elaine. That animation in the bottom left has way too much emotion going on. I love how you probably sent that just as I was making it bigger. Jump scare. Watching this from the Oculus, feeling good. Can we talk quickly about how Tommy in it just kind of very casually was like, yeah, I think I'm bi. And like, obviously people like freaked out about it because we're kind of conditioned to when someone comes out for it to be like a big deal. But he was like, oh, I guess I accidentally came out. And then it's moved on. I love that. That's awesome. That is fucking great. I love, you know, this being like, yeah, by the way, I'm bi, whatever. What, it shouldn't be a big deal if you don't want it to be. Everyone's making gyozas. This is the influencing I signed up for. Send me photos. Can you both send me photos? Sin and Chew. Actually, no, it would make me hungry. I wanted to have some earlier, but I didn't have any. It was a real shame. Why are the eyes so sad on the twerking owie? Watch, if you go onto my TikTok or my Instagram, you'll see. I couldn't put it on YouTube because of copyright stuff, but Instagram and TikTok let me, which is cool. I made an alt on both as well today, where I put a Stardew meme because I'm riddled with brain rot from a meme idea. I needed to like purge my brain of this idea. Oh, don't update. Don't update. Don't add my Facebook friends on TikTok. People who I don't want seeing the Stardew meme I posted. Like, is anyone who happens to be friends with me on Facebook? Absolutely not. Ugh. Okay. Send the URL. It's on the Discord. It's on the announcements channel on Discord. Big brain. Oh, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Thirsty. Thursday. Boom, boom. Hi. Hello. Can I do a West Country accent? I would if I could, but I can't. I daren't try. I've got a whiskey ad. How thirsty. Perpetually thirsty and it never ends. If you're like really thirsty often, you might be diabetic. Yeah, what you guys got an ad? What did you get your ad about? We've got a whiskey ad. Arch of the Sim. I don't think I have that one. Do I have Arch of the Sim? I mean, if I do, it's... No, I don't think I do. Which one is Arch of the Sim? Unless it's got something else before Arch of the Sim. I'm gonna know it once I hear it. Arch of the Sim. Arch of the Sim, that's from the Sims 2 University soundtrack. Video. Let me download it quick. Frog on the floor. Where did it come from? Frog on the floor. Discovered 100 gigs. Will never recover. Arch of the Sim. Open link in new tab. Save audio. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? I downloaded it. Where is it? Arch. Oh, I've got Lemon Jelly Arch of the Sim, which isn't the same. It's a remix of it. Did I not just download that? This is a remix of it, the Lemon Jelly remix. I've downloaded it now. This has not popped up in my I need to like refresh. Did I add it? Where is it? I want to play it. I need to listen to it. Ah. Oh yeah, this one. Is the twerking owie a reference to the Friends comment of being able to suck my ass, make a cup of tea, and come back with my ass still jiggling? No, that's a separate wiggling owie butt. This is a new one. This is a reference to the new Taylor Swift song. One of the new Taylor Swift songs. It's you can see the context on Instagram or TikTok. Someone told me that the thing my friend said, it's actually a Russell Howard reference, which makes a lot of sense because she was a big Russell Howard fan. If you don't know Russell Howard, he's a UK comedian, British comedian. Bum, 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 bum. Where's it? Anyone clicking onto the stream immediately leaves. Wait, can I slow it down? I think I can. Or maybe I can't. Render delay? No, I don't want delay. Maybe I can't change the speed, that's really annoying. I guess this is an image. Be right back! We get 2 caked cats? Yeah. That's very possible. Did I just... Oh, it's the wrong one. Do we want them, like, facing each other or away from each other? Let me get rid of the John Cena real quick. Is Jay Shark the perfect man? Look at them go. You and Ted too? I wonder if I guess I can probably recolor them. Hold on. So, I think if I put a filter on, I can probably recolor it. No, that's image mask. I don't want that. So you'll hear Windows complaining noises. Color correction. That's Ted. Oh, they've all done that. Yes, because I don't know how to, I'm not sure how... Oh! I don't know how to, copy and paste it without it being like... Oh! Reference / duplicate. Yeah, I want to do a... Oh, they're now out of sync. Awesome. Ahmed, what colour would you like? I think you go with green, right? Oh. I'm so depressed I act like it's my birthday. Every day. Now I've lost the original colour. I guess it would be 1, right? There they go. I didn't know the technology existed. Amazing. It is quite cursed. I could probably, like, well, I can't do it with just an OBS, but I'd make one that goes rainbow. It's an art. Oh, it stopped playing because I just searched the song. That needs to be an emote. But we have one as an emote. We don't need it in all the colours. I've had enough people complaining. Oh, an emote on Twitch. It could be an emote on Twitch. I don't think I can do animated ones on YouTube. Boom. History classes in the future will have to analyze this. Someone called me a monument? I think it was a moment on monument. If this is history, then I guess it's better than it could be. Make it, put them in a line and make it like a speed effect. So who's the other one out here? Ted. The thing is, it's out of sync now. Oh wait, who's in the back? Ted? Oh, it's like a ripple effect. Foul. Yeah, baby. Brilliant. Awesome. They're a bit too close. Actually, what would be kind of funny is if it was like an increasing distance away from each other. That's even better. Ugh. I'm so depressed I act like it's my birthday. Every day. I'm so obsessed with him, but he avoids me. Like the plague. Perfect. Awesome. What more could I have wanted? What would I demolish first? Bradford, Birmingham, or Liverpool? I've only ever been to Birmingham. I need to visit Bradford and Liverpool before I decided. Well, wasn't that a great use of my time? Of everybody's time. Can I, like, mass... Oh, I can't move them all at the same time. That's annoying. Can I nest them? Or, like, group them or something? Group selected items. I can. So dumb. This is art, people. This is art. Frog on the floor. Where'd it come from? What's my opinion on the southeast? I live there. It's too fucking expensive to live here. I won't, you know, I can't. It's cool until it isn't. Southeast Asia is so far. Southeast Asia. What's going on in Southeast Asia? Is that like... I need to look at a map. Southeast. All the housing is killing you. Oh, whereabouts are you in the southeast? It's just so expensive. Like, anywhere here is expensive. It's quite unfortunate. I think some coastal areas are a bit cheaper, but... even still. It's, a bit of a bummer. Wealden. Ah, Wealden. Wealden. I don't think you're very far from me. Oh yeah, Wealden's kind of a large area. I get like, one of you is going to be living near me and we're not going to know we're living near each other. And I can't tell you if I'm living near you or not either, because that sort of doxes me. If you see me walking past you in the street, come say hi. That's all I can say. Frog on the floor. Where did it come from? Southeast Asia is too hot? Yeah, I bet that's a bummer. You've been to Liverpool 3 times and each time you've had something nicked? God damn. They must like you. Must have a vibe. I'm quite close to Wealden, Mr. Axolotl, but Wealden is also a big area. Could be worse at uni in Brighton and from Cambridge, 2nd and 3rd most expensive cities in the UK. Yeah, Brighton is not cheap. I would like to move to Brighton, that would be cool, but it's just not livable. Many of my friends were at Brighton Uni until recently when they graduated, and I know what the rent price is down there. It's not cheap. Like I have a friend who, I mean, Cambridge is expensive as well. But outside of that, outside of Cambridge, like I know Cambridge is in Lincolnshire, but the Lincolnshire area is quite cheap. Like I remember her friend telling me about her rent prices for like a 2-bed flat in Lincolnshire, and I was like, God damn, it's so cheap compared to down here. House prices in Maidstone are high as hell. Yeah, it's like I like to look at the house prices to places I'd like to move. I would like to move within like, I'd like to be able to like get a train or a bus home in less than sort of 2.5 hours. And so like a lot of the southeast I've explored, places like Maidstone, it's just so expensive. And anywhere that is sort of like, oh, that's like a cool place to go, it's like kind of out of the way of transport, which is annoying. It's cheap in Lincolnshire because nothing's here. Yeah. See, I really like Stamford. That's in South Lincolnshire. It's sort of on the... It's quite near Peterborough. I really like Stamford. And maybe it was up to me alone. Maybe I'd move there. But like I talked about it with my partner, and it's just like, well, like, there's not much going on there, and we're young. So it's like, well, maybe we, you know, better to move nearer to a city or something. Stamford's very pretty though. I do like Stamford a lot. And the rent prices weren't terrible, especially compared to, like, you know, they weren't awesome, but like compared to the southeast, it was kind of cheap. North is just a bit barren, that's why it's very cheap to live there. Like if you look at the house prices in Middlesbrough, they're pretty great compared to the southeast. Country is so lovely when it can be, but it gets nasty whenever you stray into the nasty places. Let me look at where Wealden is again. I want to ask you if you've been somewhere before. Wealden. Wealden's a very big area. Mr. Axolotl, have you ever been to, I think it's Groomsbridge Place? Groombridge Place? Oh, it says it's closed for refurbishment when I look on a map. They've got big swings at Groombridge Place. That's, it's very pretty. Very fun. I went as there were like, last time I went, there was some sort of bonfire or something going on. And there was all smoke in the forest, and the light coming through the trees was like, it was like a spotlight, you know? So it was just beautiful to be able to walk through there and then go on the big swing. Absolute child on the swing. A southerner knows that Middlesbrough exists? What? I'm a Plumbella fan. Of course I know that Middlesbrough exists. I've watched enough Plumbella videos. She lives in Middlesbrough and I think she grew up there as well. Was the bonfire the lighting of the braziers? No, it was like, it was just in the day. I think there was just burning stuff. But the sun packed it up so nicely. It was like in the daytime, so it wasn't an event for it to be on fire. There was also loads of kids on the big swings. I had to keep on walking and to find another swing. It's like, oh, let me on the swing! And I wasn't able to go on one of the swings that are in the trees. I had to go on a man-made swing. Let me see if I can find a picture. I definitely have pictures. And we went when I last went to Groombridge. They had these they had a bird show. There was these birds going right overhead. It was very cool. When did I last go? I went not last October, the October before, I think. September, October. I can't be able to load them up onto my phone. Let me load them up onto the stream. Let me just rotate my, I'm so glad you can't see, I'm like holding my phone like a boomer. Bonk. Okay, oh, I'm gonna have to fucking focus. Oh, it's the NVIDIA broadcast, that's why. It's because it thinks it's a part of my background. It's trying to cancel it out. The pictures are really pretty. Let me, I'll send some to myself and I'll show you guys. Actually, let me select them first and then send them rather than one by one. That's a pretty picture. That's a pretty picture. That's a pretty picture. And I can't see the thumbnail. I can't see anything but the thumbnail, so you'll get some, like, crazy pictures of me on a big old swing. I would show you a video of a bird going overhead, but my dad's face is in it, so I won't. Let me send those to myself, and then you can see some pretty woodland. Someone was trying to, like, not dunk on me, but when I said on one of the perks of the UK, things I like about the UK, the countryside, someone was like, oh, honey, you don't know what countryside is. What's fucking wrong with our countryside? I think our countryside is quite nice, thank you. Let me I'm just gonna dig up these pictures I just sent myself. There they are. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I wish there was an easy way to just quickly download all TikTok images. Save image. Save image. Remob music for the win? For real. Oh, stupid. Sorry, I'm getting annoyed at this. I keep on copying the image rather than saving it. Did I ever get in a scrap? I've never been in a fight. Never thrown punches. Probably for the best as well, because I don't think I'd do like a very good job. You guys get to see my cute outfit that I wore this day that I went to Greenbridge. Let me open up an image source. That isn't the owie butt. So, oh, it's huge. Yeah, as I said, there was like a fire or something nearby, and it was like being picked up by the sun. It was like October-ish. Which part of the UK am I from? I'm in the southeast. But like, that's so pretty. I understand that that's, you know, because there was smoke there, but, you know, I think that's pretty. Show you another picture. There's another one. How cool is that? God rays for real. There's another one. And yeah, they have these big swings. Most of the swings are attached to trees, but these stupid children were enjoying them, so I didn't go on them. So I went on this big one instead, which wasn't attached to a tree. And here's me trying to swing. Ooh, I was trying to grab it. What? Kind of a cute outfit on, huh? Cute little autumnal fit. Stupid year 7? Nearly needed to do the hospital? God. Oh, see, it's so funny because like you live, like, depends on it how far you traveled to school or whatever. Or like, I don't want to dox myself, but like you and I could live quite close and we wouldn't know it. That's so funny. Oh. But yeah, it was pretty. It was a pretty place. I think the UK countryside can be really pretty. I think anyone who thinks it's just definitely not going to be the case does not know what they're talking about. What's my opinion on all the chavs? I was bullied by them, so not great. It's pretty cool to see a swing in the English countryside that isn't on the brink of collapse from 7 years of rot. That's true, but this was in like a protected property, so they would have been maintained. What's a chav? How would you explain a chav? They're like hoodie wearing trouble causers, young, sort of not as strong as saying gang members. Well, that was magical. Hi, Martin. Not as strong as saying like gang members, but like, you know, they're gonna. Typically, a lot of chavs might come from lower income areas or families, which isn't why they are the way they are by any means. I'm not saying that, but like it's like there's a what would you call it? A stereotype between that. It's like it's hard to describe unless you like see them. They're like, so, oh, what you saying, bruv? I'm gonna shank you. Similar in Ireland, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. There is a tyre swing in the middle of the Bluebell Forest, which is really pretty and everyone local loved, but the local council took it down and ruined all our fun. Boo! There was a tyre swing near me, like in my very local area. But it's gone now. It was like behind someone's garden. Mr. Axolotl. I don't want to dox myself, and I really shouldn't give too much information, but I do think you probably live quite near me, which is really funny. Like, I recognise, you and I have recognised, like, I know the Bluebell Forest. I know these places we're talking about. You know the places I'm talking about. We're going to be in, like, within 20 miles of each other, for sure. Wild. A road and council housing in the middle of our local park, which is an area of scientific and where our peacocks come from. Damn it. Good to see you again, Owie. Hi, coding pile of dirt. Holligings, ruffians? I think, yeah. Roadmen, yeah. Aren't most British people within 20 miles of each other? Serious question. To be honest, yeah. I mean, someone earlier said they went to Brighton Uni, and I think Brighton is like, that's probably within like 20, 40 miles of me. Your Midlands, sadly? Why sadly? Your school has peacocks illegally? They fucking yoinking them? Stealing them? My school didn't have peacocks, so that eliminates that. Wait. Most are near Surrey. Everyone's near Surrey. I mean, I'm near Surrey. You know, I'm in the southeast. That's inherently near Surrey. Hi, sillies. Adidas strip or Nike? You said Adidas strip, and I was imagining like the Bible Belt or like a region of somewhere. Saying Adidas strip. Oh, stripe. I was imagining like a strip of land. That's funny. Florida got big ass snakes now. Now? Where did they come from? I mean, I've seen this stuff about, like, zebrafish in, Florida. And how they have, like, I keep on seeing this guy on TikTok who, like, stabs the zebrafish. I think it's zebrafish. I can't remember what they're called. They came from the park and just sort of stayed there. You can hear them mating. There was a problem at my school where, well, that's not a problem. I got shot on by a seagull at my school. I don't live near the coast. There was just a lot of seagulls. They like, and you know, the exact people get pissed off in the exam halls because the seagulls were loud on the roof. Bom, bom, bom. Bum, 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 bum. I bet a gazillion dollary-doos you have ate of food before. I don't eat food, I photosynthesize. I simply go like this, like the SpongeBob photosynthesize. You know, that's me. Have I heard of Finger Boy? No? Should I have? There were seals all over my school and one of my friends used to feed them. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that encourages them. Seagulls are kind of scary, bro. They're kind of big. Have you heard of Finger Boy? Never. Neither have I. Okay, good. But, like, you ate that tonkotsu ramen. That's true. I did eat that tonkotsu ramen. Love tonkotsu ramen. All my fellow Southeast people, go to Brighton and go to Gomen Ramen. You won't regret it. Go to Gomen Ramen. Where else could I recommend people in the Southeast go? I went to a cat cafe in Eastbourne a few months ago. That was cute. Oh, I went to there's a chain, an Indian street food chain. Let me just make sure it's like actually quite widespread before I don't know, I don't live too close to it anyway. But there's like an Indian street food chain that I went to for the first time and I really like that. Oh yeah, okay. It's called Chaiwala. All over the place. I had some aloo pakora. It was like deep fried slice of potato. And that was yummy. How is that place spelled? Gomen. It's Goemon. Ramen. Yeah, it's so good. I mean, I've been to other ramen places which are very similar. But like I'm autistic. I only mentioned it a million times. And there's a lot of food I don't eat. And a lot of textures I don't like. And a lot of time with ramen, you order ramen and it comes with a boiled egg or seaweed or mushrooms, which are things I don't like. But the ramen I get... Hi! Happy 3 months anniversary. I can't wait to write fanfiction about our subscription streak. Thanks, babe. Thanks. My dedicated subscriber. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, the ramen in Brighton, the ramen place in Brighton I like, it doesn't have... I eat everything in the bowl. It has bean sprouts, it has ginger, it has minced spicy pork, it has... What else is in the ramen, Alex? Black garlic oil. Even the soup. I finished that bowl. There is nothing left in it. I'm not far away from Brian. Gecko, I'm fucking sus as well. I think you live near me too. You guys are gonna hunt me down. You're gonna be outside my window. Just to be like, hey, come meet me. owiebrainhurts meetup. Me, Gecko, and fucking Mr. Axolotl in like a oh, there's another person who might live near. Lolive Pig. If you're in the southeast, then that's. If you're not in the southeast, it's not gonna be near there. That's so funny. Thank you for becoming a member, Master Fur. Ignore that, it's secret. Okay, shh. I won't pay attention. It definitely won't pop up as an alert. You still have seagulls nest on top of shopping malls and stuff? Oh my god, imagine if we're all nearby. Meet up with Lolive Pig, owiebrainhurts, Gecko, and Mr. Axel. You're probably all underage. It would look really sus. Me, 24, and 3 teenagers. Sen's on the other end of the country. It's not fake saffron. We talked about this. I asked a friend of ours that's a food scientist, and she said it was like chili stems. It looks like fake saffron. I thought it was fake saffron. You're an adult? Okay, cool. That's less sus then. Oh, I've summoned the southeasters. owiebrainhurts meet up with like 3 people. What do? We just go down to Brighton and get fucking ramen. Or then we can invite that guy who goes to Brighton University. Very close to 110,000 subs. Yeah, we are now. That is true. We probably won't hit it until overnight or tomorrow morning. Southeast gang, look at us all. Food scientists go hard, we know. We love a food scientist. That's just awesome, by the way. I think people who know a lot about food and cooking and stuff like that, I think that's so cool. Kind of scary out of the 70 people here, how many of us live in the southeast? You too? Damn. Have I been to any heritage railways? I've been to a few sort of like steam train stuff, but not in a very long time. I'd like to go on a steam train or like go to like do something funky with trains again, but I haven't had the opportunity to. It's also quite spenny. You can get 5 hours worth of trains and join? Yeah! Yeah! How does food scientist food science? It's a good question. Oh, you're going to Brighton. Kretz is going to Brighton. You need to go to Goemon Ramen. Write it down. Goemon Ramen. You should go there. And if you like spicy food, get the spicy tonkotsu ramen. That's what I'm telling everyone. It's so good. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Everything else is shit. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I remember going to a mini replica railway where replica trains you can ride on. Yeah, I've been to a few like that. There's one in Brighton, like one that goes along the coast, and I really want to go on that. I've never been on that. And if I have, I don't remember it. And there's a little railway thing in Ferry Meadows in Peterborough, which I have been on before when I was like 5. And I wanted, every time, I've tried to go twice in the last few years. The first time it wasn't running because it was a Friday in school term. The second time, I just missed the last train of the day. Damn it. I'm so easily amused. A little train I can ride on. Sign me up. I want to go on it. Oh, the Hello Kitty Cafe in Brighton. I went with a friend for the first time just over a year ago now. And I had ice cream. The thing is with the Hello Kitty Cafe is that everything's vegetarian or vegan, which is brilliant. Don't get me wrong. But also there's a lot of things I don't eat, and I would not have enjoyed the texture of a vegetarian burger. And you can't just order a side of fries or something. So I was like, fuck it, I'll get ice cream. I would have eaten like a side of fries or something. I didn't. I'm not gonna get your ramen when I live a mile away from a Toby Carvery. Alright, some of us don't have the luxury of being a mile away from a Toby Carvery. I've never been to a Toby Carvery. There is a Hello Kitty Cafe in Brighton. I don't think there's anywhere I can specifically say it's nearby. It's quite close to the coast. Quite central. I asked 5 current students and they all said Tesco. There's no Tesco in Brighton. There's not a big Tesco in Brighton. Is there any Tesco in Brighton? Oh wait, you're moving, sorry, you're moving from... Oh, you're studying abroad. There's no Tesco's in Brighton, I'm so sorry to tell you. If you like Sainsbury's, you'll be fine. There's at least one Sainsbury's. Yeah. Yeah, I say it's a Hello Kitty cafe. They changed theme. I went while they were doing a Sanrio thing. It was like a Halloween Sanrio thing. There's a there is a Tesco Superstore. Sham said there's no Tesco. Oh, by Portside Station. Okay, it's a little bit out of the way then. Sham said there wasn't one. I guess what Sham meant is there wasn't one very central to Brighton because Portslade is a little out the way. Have I been to Thorpe Park? If I have, I've been to, maybe? I went to a theme park when I was like 5 or 6 or so, and I don't remember which one it was. It might have been Thorpe Park. I haven't been to a theme park since I was a child, though. I'd like to go, I want to go to Legoland. I want to go to Legoland, or I want to go to a theme park. I've been very scared of roller coasters my whole life, but I'm interested in trying them now. At least the Southeast has Brands Hatch. Isn't Tesco's everywhere? I mean, yeah, it kind of is everywhere, but... Darn Binley Becker Chippy made the traffic horrendous. Oh yeah, being near Birmingham. Sam inhales my balls on a daily. That's also true. Ever been to Oxford? I haven't. I have been to Cambridge, though. Cambridge was very pretty. How does Sainsbury's rank to other supermarket chains? It's alright. It's alright. I think it's a bit cheaper than Tesco. I might be wrong. Opening the tallest coaster in the UK? That's nauseating. My sister's girlfriend, I think she's very big into theme parks. She's very interested in them. Is it, what is it? Oh, it's Alton Towers that has the Smiler and stuff like that, right? My sister's girlfriend loves that shit. You have to make a new Discord account? Where are we doing the Southeast meetup then? Where are we going? Where are we going with the peacocks? Or whatever. The Alton Towers. Oxford is nice. I have strong memories of the Waterstones. Oh, really? What's so good about the Waterstones in Oxford? Bum, 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 bum. Do it at the Toby Carvery so you can try it. I'm not super close to a Toby Carvery. To that ramen place in Brighton. That's so true. It's not very big though. It's a small place. But then again, it's not going to be very many of us really. Is 4 Stories so good? Oh, the one in Brighton is like 4 Stories as well. And has like, I think the Brighton Waterstones has a cafe, I'm pretty sure. My cousin really likes books. I took her into the Brighton books, Waterstones once. She loved that. Bum 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 bum. Let's go to the nearest Toby. No, I can't go to the nearest. I have to go check a stray Toby Carvery. Do I own an electric bike, scooter, skateboard? I do not. I haven't got very many flat areas near me. I could ride one, to be honest. I love Alton Towers. You've been there, and the thing is, I say that the hotels, they have beautiful. The hotels are beautiful. They have themes too. Yeah, my sister and her girlfriend went. My sister's not big on roller coasters, but her girlfriend is. I think she tried a few rides, cried a few times. Oh, you're in Maidstone? That's not too far from me either. Toby Carvery and Maidstone. 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 I need to remember where Maidstone is. That's not too far from... I didn't enjoy coasters until I got older and would go to parks for work. Yeah, I'm interested in trying them now. Oh, Maidstone is further away than I thought it was, actually. I was sort of confused. I thought it was closer to sort of like the Tunbridge Wells area. What am I confusing Maidstone with then? I feel like I had to go to Maidstone once for something. Why would I have gone to Maidstone? Oh. Oh, is that the... I might have been to the hospital. Why would I have gone to the hospital in Maidstone? I'm now on Google Maps looking at Maidstone Hospital. How do you used to go to a long... No, I think I went to a... No, surely not. I need to stop looking at Maidstone. My cat is on my desk? That's awesome. That is awesome. Face reveal? Not the first time. So my blood went to Maidstone Hospital one time. I did not go with it. He sent it on its way and went, so long! So long! Cause I mean, I can't... I need to look at better pictures of what I think is... I feel like I went to Maidstone Hospital. But I also think I didn't. Is Barney in the room? No, he's not. He's been in here a lot of the day, though. The noodles are done. Out of avocado. Very sad. That is really tragic, Sin. I'm so sorry. Breakfast gravy with tomato ketchup in it. Mixed feelings about that. Mixed feelings about that. What's my rating on beer? I don't like beer. I don't like beer. I'm not a big alcohol enjoyer, to be honest. I like my alcohol sweet and disgusting compared to people who like beer. I like you know, the very fruity, low percentage stuff. Anyone been over to Ireland? I don't think if Martoon's still in the chat, but Martoon lives in Ireland. The Martoon. Please tell me he's named after Barney Hartwood from Prank Patrol? I would not have expected Prank Patrol to be brought up today. We don't know what he's named after. When we got him, he was called Barney. Martoon, didn't you... I am not falling for these tricks. You mentioned Ireland earlier. Imagine my fingers doing the wiggly thing. What do I think of Bavaria beer? It has no alcohol, just beery taste. I probably wouldn't like it. Mr. Baker, he was my first husband. You got a second one already? How's the weather? It's not raining. Someone in the southeast, tell me what the weather's like. You're probably not that far from me. What's the weather? I can't see. Someone else look out their window. I think it's fine. It's kind of like on and off sunny today. A bit too cold for like the sun was out, but it's cold. Bum, 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 on. It's dark outside. That is the weather. My boyfriend suggested me this channel and has been loving the content as and you've been loving the content as a fellow highly autistic Brit. Thought I'd pop in. Hi, Witherama. Thanks for popping in. It is dark right now. Believe it or not, guys, it can be dark, and you can experience the weather. Would I ever visit the USA? I would. I'm probably not going to go until I have a reason to go, though. I mean, manifesting. If I ever am invited to something like VidCon or something like that, I'm over there in a heartbeat. And if Chu would be so kind to have me, maybe I would pop by and say hi to Chu for a few days while I was in the US as well. If I'm going to the US, I'm making a meal out of it. I'm not going to sit on a plane for a million hours and to then not go and see my US friends, you know. There's a furry convention in my town you can attend and visit. Fuck yeah. Awesome. Sour dessert beers. You also had, Chu had a fish beer the other day. It was like a fish ale. I don't know the difference between ale and beer. Peach Cosbler and Rastachio. What's Rastachio? Do you have a guest room too? Always welcome. Look at my friends being lovely to me. Ooh. Boom, banana. We're talking about Barney, my cat Barney. You get pressure headaches from oncoming storms? Me too. Tell me next time, because you probably live near me. Like, Owie, have you got a headache? Yes. Me too. Oh, there must be a storm coming. Raspberry and pistachio. If that was an ice cream flavour, I'd be all over it. Thanks for the Prime subscription to TH3505. It is 20 to 11, so I probably should go because my family are going to be trying to sleep. Sleep. I can't believe there's so many people from the southeast here today, though. We could all, like, point and probably, like, aim at each other's foreheads. That could be the same for anyone here. Hey, look, I'm going to point at all of you guys. I need to turn around and do the rest of the pointing. Wait, that doesn't work because the Earth is sphere. I need to, like, I need to point at every angle other than up. Yeah, because I'm going to be going through the Earth. I need to, like, sort of, like... I'm pointing at a bunch of you right now. You just don't know it. Does that make sense? Do I like gummies regular or sour? Both. Both. Am I playing Rimworld? I'm not right now, but I like that. I like Rimworld. This is Barack Obama. Oh my god, Barack Obama? Hello. Boom. Boom. What about space viewers? I don't imagine there's many of those. I don't think there's many of those at all. Makes sense. I think most people live in the southeast because of a small known town called London. What? London? No. You know, never heard of that. Who remembers Balamory? Loved a bit of Balamory. Mr. Axolotl, I assumed you were like 14, but you're referencing shows that are around when I was a kid, so I don't know how old these shows are. Mr. Maker, Art Attack and stuff? How old are you? You can't be 14, surely. What's my preferred shape of gummy? I'm fussy. I quite like any. And you're in year 13. Oh, okay, that's not so weird then. I see that, like, it's a mixed bag with my audience. Some of them are 12, some of them are 30. I can't ever be too sure. You guys should join my Discord, because I'm probably going to chat in Discord. I need to go, because I'm going to keep my family awake. But I will link the Discord, so that you can join. I'll probably hang out in general chat for a little bit. Numberjacks. Numberjacks was pretty good. You know what I miss? Nina, I miss as if I would still watch it. Maybe I would still watch it. I was a huge Charlie and Lola enjoyer. Nina and the Neurons. That was a good show. There was a show called, God, I don't know what it was called. But it was about, the premise was that it was like a lady who was a childminder. These adults who had jobs would drop their children off to the childminders and then go and do their adult job, and it would sort of go between the two positions. So you get like a bit of like what their kid was doing with the childminder and then their adult job. And there was like a lady, one of these characters, she was a doctor, and the building for like the hospital was the fucking like the cucumber, the gherkin. the London gherkin, which confused a lot of people. I've seen people talk about that on TikTok. That's not actually a hospital. But she would like drop off her dog at the childminder. Someone tell me what this show was called. I don't remember. It was something like that. I can't remember what it was called. Do I have analytics on my audience makeup? I do, but a lot of people fake their age. So while it says I've got a lot of 18 to 24 year olds, I don't know how many of those are actually 18 to 24. Okay, I need to go. But I sent the Discord link, didn't I? Join the Discord. Is it Tracy Beaker? It's not Tracy Beaker, no. Okay, let's go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not gonna go to bed. I'm gonna end the stream because I'm gonna keep people. Go outside! It was go outside. I thought you were telling someone to go outside. I thought you were like telling someone to touch grass. Yeah, that show was a banger. I loved the episodes with the lady who was the doctor. Loved that. Okay. Everyone's on the Discord and let's chat on general chat or something. I don't know. I just need to end the... I'm going to keep people awake. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening. Nice to chat. I'm so thirsty. I'm going to get a big glass of squash. Hops in while it's ending. I do apologise. I do apologise. But yeah, I will see you soon. Hop in the Discord. Go and look at me twerking. Not me. Look at my twerky animation on Instagram and TikTok. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye.